Hi, my name's Roman Garrison, and I work at the UC Davis Financial Aid Office as a Financial Aid Officer. And I'm here today to talk about paying for college at UC Davis. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so just a welcome from the Financial Aid Office at UC Davis. Our mission is to provide prospective and enrolled students with information and resources to financially support their educational goals. So while a student's at school and working through their classes, we're here to help meet the money side of that. So just some general information about money at UC Davis. More than 70% of undergraduates receive some form of financial aid, with an average undergraduate aid package of $18,200, an average scholarship award of $3,600, and then a grant of $14,500, and those figures were from 10-11. So going into estimated cost of attendance, UC Davis, any school has an estimated cost of attending school for the school year. That example we have here that we're going to talk about is living on campus. So there's different things that make up the cost of attendance. There's tuition fees, books and supplies, and here we're going to differentiate between those fixed costs and the costs that will vary depending on how much you spend and your courses. So starting off, your fixed costs at UC Davis, students receive their billing statement online at mybills.ucdavis.edu. So there are those fixed costs. There are student services fees of registration, which will appear on your billing statement quarterly. There's the health insurance. All students are charged health insurance, mandatory health insurance, for every quarter there at Davis. However, students do have the option of waiving that health insurance. And then if you're living on campus, there's room and board. The room and board would also include a meal plan. So if you're living on campus, those will be things that you will definitely see on your student account. And then there are other costs as well. There's books and supplies, transportation, and other personal expenses. So when we generate a financial aid package, we do start with that estimated cost. These are other costs that we do budget for as part of your financial aid, but they can vary depending on, for example, books and supplies. If you purchase your books online or used versus new, we do have a UC Davis bookstore as well and other stores around to help purchase books. And then transportation as well. What's nice as an undergraduate is you can use your UC Davis student ID card to ride the Unitrans bus, because you are paying for that as part of your fees. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Different types of aid. So different types of money offered by UC Davis I'm going to talk about today are scholarships, loans, and grant money as well. So the first thing we're going to talk about is scholarships. Now, for UC Davis scholarships, some examples of those are the Regents Award, the Alumni Scholarship, and there are other merit-based scholarships. And for information about these awards, you can visit our website at financialaid.ucdavis.edu, and then our scholarships page. So as a prospective student, and if you are currently going to be attending for the fall quarter, your UC admissions application acted as your scholarship application for your first year. As a continuing student, you'll actually submit another application online, a separate one for scholarships, and that's usually between October and January for the upcoming school year. But for that first year, it's your UC admissions application. Some more things about scholarships as well. There's the UC Davis scholarships, and here we say outside scholarships. So basically scholarships outside of UC Davis. Some examples of what you can start looking at, checking with your local high school if you're currently attending high school. If you're in a community college, speaking with your counselor's office to learn about different application processes. Community organizations as well, so different organizations in the community that might offer different scholarships. And there are various websites and search engines on the web that you can check out where you can apply for multiple scholarships at once. One example we have here is fastweb.com, and on our website too we do list links to other websites that you can go to, different search engines, and here we have the link to that as well. So second type of money that's considered part of financial aid are loans. Now the loans that are offered through UC Davis, we are a direct lender, schools are, federal loans are direct lenders. The loans are low-interest financing with good terms. So looking ahead for the 2011-2012 school year, the subsidized loans are going to be 6.8% interest rate. Subsidized, the government does take care of the interest while you're in school. Unsubsidized, also 6.8% for the upcoming school year for 2012-13. There's the Parent Plus loans, and those are for dependent students, and that's 7.9%, and there's no 30-day wait either. So the subsidized loans are interest-free. We have other loans that we do offer as well based on eligibility, and we do have a short-term emergency loan program as well. Okay, so moving on to grants. Different grants that we do award to our students. Grant eligibility for most of these awards is determined by your FAFSA results, the free application for federal student aid. Some of these awards, just for general information, federal awards include the Pell Grant, so depending on your ESC, your expected family contribution, that number that's generated by the FAFSA, that will determine if you're Pell eligible. There's the Supplemental Education Opportunity Grant, which is another grant that is awarded to Pell eligible students based on available funding. For the state level, there is the Cal Grant, and that is eligibility is determined by the California Student Aid Commission, but part of the requirements are that you file a FAFSA, the application. And then finally, there's university grants. We have different various grants and funding that we're able to offer, and again, that's tied to your eligibility in part based on the FAFSA. Okay, so moving on to services, different things that we offer at UC Davis. We do have quality confidential customer service. Confidentiality is very important to us. We keep information confidential, especially because we are working with a lot of sensitive information. We do have our front desk, and we have phones and email. Those are our main forms of communication to students. Email being at UC Davis, the main form of communication is your UC Davis email. We do offer drop-in advising Monday through Friday, 10 through 2, which are the same as our front desk hours. So if you wanted to step to the side and step in our office and speak with an officer one-on-one in a more private setting, you can do that. We do have student employment as well. So if you're interested in working on or off campus, we do have a central site, jobs.ucdavis.edu, so you can check that out to see different job opportunities. And then we've listed here review of unusual circumstances and appeals. So if you have a situation that you don't feel is quite expressed in your FAFSA, for example, a loss of income, the FAFSA only looks at the prior calendar year income, you can look into a special circumstance appeal. So you can definitely come in and speak to our staff about that, and we can see if that would affect your financial aid eligibility. Okay, something else we offer is My Awards, and this is how we communicate with students, their financial aid packages. We do have a link through our website to students' My Awards at financialaid.ucdavis.edu, and we do talk about here a convenient online financial aid notice. So most of our processes are online, or you can access the information online. You can accept your financial aid awards through your My Awards, and you can view and complete your financial aid requirements. So if you're not sure as to what you need to do in order to receive your financial aid, once we have the FAFSA, we generate the financial aid package, we'll send you a notice to check your My Awards for your financial aid and the different things you need to do to receive your financial aid. And some other resources as well. As an incoming student, we do have a financial aid. It's actually a net calculator, and you can view that on our website, financialaid.ucdavis.edu, aid estimator. So you can log on to that, pick if you're going to be on campus, off campus, and based on estimates, we can give you a rough estimate as to what your financial aid may look like for the upcoming school year, or for future years as well, based on estimates. Some other things that we do offer to students as well are money management tools, different budgeting tools. So we will offer the financial aid, and then helping you in order to organize that money and your spending so it lasts for the full school year. So we do have Plan Your Budget, money saving tips, quarterly budget worksheet, and also a site you may want to check out. If you don't have to be a UC Davis student to access it with money tips, is cashcourse.org. Okay, so people, staff, we are a diverse staff, and we do have some really nice and caring people who really are there to help you. Even if you're a prospective student, not currently at Davis, we're here to answer your questions. And we really do, I have seen numerous examples of staff really taking that extra mile, going to provide that quality customer service and following up with students and parents and whoever contacts us. We're multilingual as well, so some languages we speak: French, Hindi, Mandarin, Punjabi, Spanish, Vietnamese, Wolof. So we really are a diverse staff, and we're here to meet the diverse needs of our student population. So what do I do next? If you're a prospective student, you would go ahead and apply for your admission to UC Davis, and that begins November 1st for the upcoming school year. If you're already admitted for the upcoming school year, you do have those important dates coming up: the Statement of Intent to Register for entering freshmen May 1st, and then transfer students June 1st. Something you want to do every year, even if you're not sure if you're going to be going to school or not, it's definitely worth your while to file that FAFSA. And the annual FAFSA for the upcoming school year is between January 1st and March 2nd. So you want to go ahead and go to the FAFSA website at fafsa.ed.gov, and that's something that I'd suggest, regardless if you're not sure if you're going to come to school, is to go ahead and fill out that free application. Yes, and again, the priority deadline is March 2nd. If you want to be considered for the Cal Grant, there's two components. There's filing the FAFSA by March 2nd, and there's the Cal Grant GPA verification form. And a lot of the information is done electronically these days. For the Cal Grant GPA verification, this is only for new recipients, so unless that information changes with CSAC, California Student Aid Commission, so you can check out their website for the latest information. You would only go ahead and submit that if you are applying for the award for the first time. So if you're a transfer student possibly coming in and you've already received the Cal Grant and you're holding on to that to use at a four-year college, you would update CSAC with the school code, UC Davis, which I'm going to be coming up with in just a minute. And based on that, you can use your awards at UC Davis. So what do I do next? Again, you want to go ahead, file the FAFSA, put in the UC Davis school code 001313. Just memorize that number. You can actually look it up pretty easily on the FAFSA and look up school codes for any other schools who are participating in the federal aid program. Part of the FAFSA as well is signing with your electronic PIN number. If you've already got one, that's great. If you can't remember what it is, you need a duplicate copy. Just go to pin.ed.gov and go ahead and enter your information, and you'll be able to generate on the spot a new code, that a number that you want to go ahead and sign your application with. Something else that's relatively new is the IRS matching and transcript. Some students are selected for verification, and also the FAFSA allows you the option, if you've already filed your taxes, to upload your tax information from the IRS directly. And we do recommend that if you've already filed your FAFSA and haven't used that option and haven't filed your taxes, and now you've filed your taxes, is to go back into the FAFSA and to update that information. And we can use the most up-to-date FAFSA to generate an accurate financial aid package. And then UC Davis, in addition to other schools, are now requesting a copy of your tax transcript versus the 1040 form, the printout. So something you might want to keep in the back of your mind is possibly ordering a copy of your tax transcript from the IRS to have that on hand in case it's requested from UC Davis. Okay, so at that point, that's pretty much a summary of financial aid at UC Davis, just skimming the surface initially. If you wanted to contact us, we are located in Dutton Hall on campus. We're on the ground floor. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday, 10 through 2, and our phone hours are 9 through 4 p.m., Monday through Friday as well. And you can reach us at 752-2390. Also, you can reach us by email as well at undergradsbinaid@ucdavis.edu. If you're currently a UC Davis student or a student who has been admitted, go ahead and include your UC Davis student ID number on your emails, which would be a 9-digit number that starts with 2 9s. And that will ensure we can give you the most accurate information based on your particular file. But if not, send us any general questions that you have about financial aid. We're definitely there to help. And then we do have a specific part of our office that does work with scholarships, undergraduate scholarships. So if you have any questions about UC Davis scholarships, helping out with your application, letters of recommendation for the scholarships, anything like that, you can contact scholarships at 530-752-2804, and then you can reach us at email at scholarships@ucdavis.edu. Okay, so that's it for me. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to contact us. We are going to be having our chat session through 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. So log on. We're going to have staff available to help answer your questions.
Looks like there's one question for you, Professor.
Oh, let's see. Sorry, I can't.
I was recently admitted to UC Davis for this fall. I have received my financial aid already, but I was wondering if there are any scholarships yet to be awarded to the entering freshman class.
Okay, thank you. Yes, our major recruiting scholarships have been awarded. However, there are various UC Davis scholarships of various amounts that will be awarded through the summer. Usually it's around July, August. So if you are going to be awarded a UC Davis scholarship, we are going to send you a notification, probably a letter saying congratulations, letting you know about the award. And your My Awards, your aid package online, will be updated with that award. Also, I just wanted to throw in as well, if you do have any outside scholarships, any scholarships from high school or additional money that you're going to receive, make sure to report that through your My Awards. And that's going to be one of the first screens that pops up when you log into your My Awards is, do you have any additional resources? So you can go ahead and click on that and go ahead and report the awards and the amounts, because that could possibly affect your financial aid package. So we want to make sure that we get any adjustments done before the upcoming fall.
I think that's the only question.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone who's listening, if you have any other questions, we have time for a few more questions. But otherwise, we do have our chat room as well. I think that's about it. So thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll be seeing you at UC Davis.